Early morning blaze destroys Cedar City home. Truck rollover in hurricane ends in man's arrest.
You're watching St. George News at 5, brought to you by our studio sponsor, We Win Injury Law.
Good afternoon, I'm Monica McLaughlin. An early morning fire destroyed a Cedar City home on Saturday, but all 3 occupants, including a man, his daughter, and elderly mother, escaped without injury. We'll go to Jeff Richards for the full story.
An early morning fire destroyed a residence in Cedar City on Saturday. The incident, which was reported at 4:37 a.m., involved a single-family home located near the intersection of Cove Drive and Meadow Street. Responding Cedar City firefighters were able to extinguish the blaze, but not before it had almost completely gutted the interior of both levels of the structure. The 3 occupants of the home were awakened by the blaze, and all of them were able to safely evacuate. Officials said the cause of the fire is still under investigation.
Thanks, Jeff. Police say a suspected road rage incident led to a rollover crash on State Route 9 in Hurricane, leaving an 18-year-old woman seriously injured. According to charging documents, 22-year-old Usitai Gordon Twiloli was arrested after allegedly cutting off a pickup truck, causing it to roll and eject the woman. Twiloli reportedly left the scene but later returned at his wife's urging. He was arrested on charges of reckless driving and leaving the scene of a crash that involved serious bodily injury. Now we'll check in on southern Utah's latest weather forecast. Currently, it's 87 degrees with sunny skies, a strong 25-mile-per-hour breeze, and low humidity at just 17%. Tonight, we should expect clear skies and calm conditions with temperatures dropping to a cool low around 60 degrees. Expect light winds, making for a peaceful night. Tomorrow, get ready for a cooler but sunny day with abundant sunshine and temperatures reaching a high of 78 degrees. Light breezes will continue throughout the day, adding to a pleasant touch to the warm weather. Now over to Mesquite. The temperature is currently 90 degrees under mostly sunny skies with a decent breeze at 25 miles per hour and a dry humidity level of 16%. Tonight, expect clear skies with temperatures cooling down to a mild 63 degrees. Winds will remain light, creating a comfortable and serene night. Tomorrow, prepare for another sunny day with a high reaching around 83 degrees. Light breezes will continue, making the warmth a bit more pleasant. Cedar City continues to see a mix of cloudy and windy conditions with a current 73 degrees, high winds at 30 miles per hour, and a low humidity level of 25%. Tonight, expect clear skies and temperatures to drop around 48 degrees, making for a crisp and cool night. Tomorrow, we'll see a sunny day with a high reaching approximately 66 degrees and a low of 44 degrees. Winds will slow down slightly to around 18 miles per hour, but it should remain pleasant throughout the day. It was an exciting weekend for sports in Region 9, so we'll go to Aaron Crane for your local sports update.
Thanks, Monica. Big weekend of football in Region 9. Crimson Cliffs topped Desert Hills 28-17, led by McCord Christiansen's 211 yards and 3 touchdowns. Desert Hills Titan Mason ran for 2 scores, but Crimson's defense held strong in the second half. Desert Hills Titan Mason ran for 2 scores, but Crimson's defense held strong in the second half. Hurricane grabbed a 34-27 win over Pineview in a back-and-forth game. Hurricane's RJ Allred scored twice, and a key 25-yard touchdown pass from Dylan Gabriel sealed the win. Snow Canyon edged Cedar 21-14. Max Reynolds scored twice for Snow Canyon, and despite a late Hail Mary from Cedar, the Warriors held on for their second straight victory. Next week, Snow Canyon faces Crimson Cliffs, and Cedar hosts Hurricane. Big action in Region 9 girls soccer. Snow Canyon shut out Desert Hills 3-0 with a hat trick from Amelia Nadald, keeping the Warriors at the top of the standings. Crimson Cliffs beat Dixie 2-0 thanks to 2 second-half goals from Quincy Smith. The Mustangs hold second place in Region 9. Meanwhile, Pineview edged Hurricane 3-2 with goals from Ashley Levitt, Avery Smith, and Tori Conrad. Pineview moves to 3-4 in region play. Snow Canyon and Crimson Cliffs are battling for the Region 9 title, with both teams in strong positions for the 4A playoffs. Now back to you, Monica.
Thanks, Aaron. An elderly woman on a motorized scooter was hospitalized with unknown injuries after a collision with a pickup truck in St. George on Saturday night. We'll go to Eric Gould for the details.
Both directions of 2450 East were closed between 160 and 240 South on Saturday night after a pickup truck collided with a scooter. St. George Police Sergeant Colby DeCamp told St. George News, that the elderly driver of the scooter was taken to the hospital with unknown injuries. DeCamp said the driver of the pickup did not see the scooter when making a right-hand turn off of 200 South, and the pickup hit the scooter with the elderly driver on it. DeCamp said the investigation was ongoing, and accident reconstruction crews were working the scene at least until 9 p.m.
Despite Dutch elm disease decimating millions of American elms nationwide, some of these rare and once beloved trees still thrive in southern Utah, offering a glimpse into their storied past. Here's Alicia Lundgren with the story.
Once one of America's favorite trees, the American elm tree is now a rare sight due to Dutch elm disease, which has killed millions of trees across the U.S. However, southern Utahns can still find these stately shade trees locally throughout Washington and Iron counties, including in Cedar City, Hurricane, and St. George. In Cedar City, multiple American elms can be found at Main Street Park. For instance, one specimen stands at a corner near Main Street and Hermes Drive-In. In Hurricane, there are 4 mature American elm trees between the Hurricane Pioneer Museum and the Hurricane Recreation and Leisure Building. The trees were planted in a row and their canopies interlaced together. There is also a mature elm at Vernon Worthen Park in St. George. However, St. George Park officials worry that it's not faring well and may not last much longer.
Thank you for watching St. George News at 5. To learn more about our studio sponsor, We Win Injury Law, go to wewininjurylaw.com. I'm Monica McLaughlin with St. George News, your #1 source for local news.
This has been St. George News at 5, brought to you by We Win Injury Law.